happy Taylor Swift Day, fellas.
Oh, geez, right off the bat. Oh my God.
Well, I'm
There's
not
a football game today.
There's a Usher concert.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
So apparently we're not allowed to say Super Bowl, so because you'll get sued by the NFL. So we'll
All right.
call it Taylor Swift Day.
How about championship game day?
Championship game. That sounds better.
All right.
So welcome back to I believe it's our 98th episode. I'm not really sure. That's what I put in the notes. 98. We'll just go with 98. But
That's a lot of Sundays, Fleekster.
it is a lot of Sundays. A couple of years. We've done it for a couple of years. And before we get started, this show is sponsored by Single Tree Barbecue.
What is going on, guys? It's your man Charlie right here from Single Tree Barbecue. Did you know we are on a mission to build community through undeniable hospitality and the perfect plate of barbecue? Y'all come check us out, 2805 Old Fort Parkway, right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 8, Sundays from 11 to 4. Give us a call at 615-307-0120. You can check us out on all the social platforms at Single Tree BBQ. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Appreciate all the support.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie. Great barbecue there.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So before we get on to sports, I just want to thank all of our followers. We sit here and we talk sports so we can generate a little bit of money and send veterans and first responders and Gold Star families to sporting events. And we appreciate everybody that logs in and follows us. If you have any information, I'll just check the show notes. All the stuff's down there. Good morning, Mr. Ken.
Good morning, Ken. Good morning, Scott.
Doing, Scott, how you doing, pal? Pallies. Today is a bittersweet day. It's the end of the NFL for a while. And then we go into a sports lull, unless you're into basketball. I know a couple of our guys are into basketball, even though Detroit Pistons suck ass. But hey, the trade deadline came and went, huh? Any big splashes out there?
They made moves.
Basketball news?
There's a couple medium sized, but
nothing major would happen.
Yeah, nothing huge.
I'll bring up Caitlin Clark today. Could take over the all-time point scorer leader at Iowa for D1 female basketball if she scores 39 points or more. I think that's obviously everybody knows about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, last weekend I was watching her against, I think it was Maryland, but she was out there dropping threes like from the NBA marks, man. That girl is awesome to watch.
Yeah. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Ray.
I think if anybody's gonna save women's basketball, it's her. Let's be honest, man. She's pretty awesome to watch.
Well, what's her main thing, Fleekster? Is it her shooting, her range, or what? What's her Jason?
Man, her shooting, I don't know. She's just a great all-around basketball player, man. She's no-look passes,
right?
Just working the paint, dropping threes. I mean, she's a full package, man.
Yeah, I saw some highlights. She could definitely pop it from the three range.
Yeah. And she foregone her the WNBA last year because she wanted to stay. She was making more money in college, which is a whole nother subject that we don't really want to get into. NIL, the ruining of sports, college sports.
Hey, isn't Draymond Green? Is he back playing? I guess I heard he's kind of behaving himself and he's doing really good.
He's
Jason?
I don't know about all that, but I know he's back.
Oh, I thought
not hurting anybody.
Yeah,
he's being a good human.
He's not kicking anybody.
He's not choke holding nobody on the court.
He hasn't done anything that crazy.
No kicking in the nads lately.
He's been a couple games too.
Yeah, he hasn't been back long. Give him time. I'm sure it'll happen.
And they're not playing very well, so
the Warriors are not playing great at all.
Hey, basketball. John earlier in the week mentioned that we should talk about the Kobe statue, and My question is, so, and this is just pure ignorance. I'm not trying to be a jackass or anything, but why a Kobe statue? Is there all the other Laker greats? Do they have statues?
Like who?
Like any of the Laker greats? I
Shaq
mean,
has a statue. Kareem, Jerry West.
that's what I'm asking. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not,
they all have statues.
because I was wondering, like, why Kobe's? Like, there's been
Kobe's
so
gonna
many.
get 3.
That's
Yeah,
what I
Kobe's
heard.
getting 3.
Yeah, he's gonna get 8, a 24, and then one with his daughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's why. And from what I understand, his wife said Kobe actually picked out the.
Yeah, it's from his 81 game.
Kobe
I
picked
believe.
81.
Wow.
It was
All-time, most points scored in a game ever.
Yeah. So how come he's not in the conversation of the GOAT?
I
Good.
think he was
question.
before
a lot of
LeBron,
people
no?
say he is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the guy.
We had overlapping with LeBron and Kobe. We got very lucky to see both of them play at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. 40 years old. What a tragedy. I mean, that shows you how quick things can end. Kobe, I mean, he idolized MJ. MJ was his mentor, according to what I've read. And he played the style like a Kobe Bryant. He had that around the free throw, jump shot, fadeaway thing. You know, he had that tenacity.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
I mean, he was just a heck of a ball player. I mean, he's got to be one of the, I don't know, Jason, John, you guys are more ballers than I am in basketball, but he's got to be top 5 all time, I think. I don't know.
He's top
He's up
2
there
for
for
me.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Top
think
3
he
for
was
me for sure.
he was the bridge between Michael and LeBron.
Mhm.
That's a
It was
good way of
Kobe.
putting it. Yeah. Eric?
Sure.
Yeah. I keep this video of him playing in the Olympics keeps popping up in my feed, and it's absolutely awesome. Before the game, he told the guys that, "Hey, I'm going to run through so-and-so." I forget his name, but
Paul Gasol.
Gasol.
Yeah,
It was
Pau
Gasol.
Gasol.
yeah,
It
and they're
was
like,
his
"What?
teammate. He just
He's
won a
your
championship
teammate.
with him.
He's your teammate. That's bullshit. You ain't going to do that." He said, "Sure enough, the first play, I know the play they're going to play. I'm going to
Oh.
run right through him."
Yeah, I
And
saw
sure enough,
that.
man, he just trucked him, man.
Yeah, I
And
saw
everyone's just
that.
like, "Damn, that's your teammate, bro." He's like, "It's not my teammate today."
Kobe had that dog in him. Kobe
He
had
Yeah,
that
Kobe
that-
was
man.
different. Yeah.
Yeah,
There was-
killer instinct, man.
that
Kobe was
tenacity, that fight.
Kobe and MJ had that dog.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, he kind of probably learned it from MJ. I mean, because he would call MJ, according to MJ, he'd call him at like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning or at night or whatever, and ask him about, well, what do you do with this kind of thing? Or, he
Yeah,
said that.
Kobe never stopped.
Yeah.
MJ turned it off. He went and go play golf. Kobe just
Yeah.
never stopped.
Yeah, Kobe. I've read reports of Kobe going in the gym after games, after practice, and shooting.
There's
1,000
all types of
shots.
stories. I've heard stories of from Jason Williams where he was like, I know I'm playing Kobe, so I'm going to go into the gym early. And Kobe would be there and he'd be like, why are you here? He'd be like, because you're here. That's it. That's all he needed.
Wow, if that's not a compliment or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
His thing
different.
is he's always going to outwork you,
Yeah.
no matter
And
he
that's
did.
something
I
you
know.
can't teach. You can be have all the athletic ability in the world, but you can't teach hard work. Like you either
Yeah,
have
he was
that or you
great.
don't have that, and that's a
Right.
testament to the real dogs.
I don't
Hey-
think we'll ever see another one like him.
Hey,
No,
Eric,
no.
you
If you
gotta,
put
you-
his-
Close to that.
oh,
If you
go
put
ahead.
his work ethic in anybody else that's talked about as the great, it wouldn't be a conversation.
Right. Can I switch to golf for a sec?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Eric, you nailed it on the 16th hole at the waste management Phoenix thing. That place looks like a college frat party every time
It's
somebody
wild.
comes up to that green on the 16th hole.
Yeah, I was watching. It's one of my favorite PGA Tour events of the year.
I
waste
heard they stopped
management.
serving alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, there's dudes with their shirts off. I saw a dude in a Borat thong yesterday.
For it.
I mean, the guys, the patrons get there early, like 3 or 4 in the morning, and start lining up, and then they open the gates at 6 or whatever time it is. And I mean, these dudes are like literally running to get their seat at the 16th green, and they don't leave. It's wild.
Yeah, and it looks like I mean, they're throwing stuff on the green like you said, and the galley, it goes all the way down the fairway, and it wraps around that green right there. That's a lot of people in the stands.
It's a new
Yeah.
atmosphere for golf.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's how you grow the game, to make golf fun and not stuffy like that.
Is
Like
this
how
the-
it has been.
Is this PGA or the LIV we're talking about?
This is
Oh,
PGA.
Is it PJ? I don't really follow golf, so I don't know. I'm just asking.
But yeah, Eric, when he sent that was when he sent that text, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about the 16th hole.
What do they do on the
Craziness.
16th hole?
They surround that hole with basically a stadium. They build a grandstand around the whole hole, and it's basically the biggest party of the golf year.
Yeah.
So it's loud, and I mean, when dudes make holes in one, I mean, there was probably
It's like the
700
outfield in a baseball stadium, but all day long.
Right.
So as the day gets older, it gets
Yeah.
crazier.
It gets
And
crazy.
then the green fills up with more silo cups as the day gets longer.
Yeah,
I'm sure
they stack them up.
red silo
that,
cups.
last year that guy got that hole in one, and everybody was throwing beer on the
Yeah.
on the course, and yeah, it was wild.
That's wild.
Scott in the audience said thanks, Fleekster, for his nosebleed hoodie.
Oh yeah, you got it. Hell yeah, son. So if you guys
Uh,
want some swag, man, the best way to get swag is to
We need a
sign up
picture
for
of
our
it,
Patreon.
of him in his hoodie, so we could put it on the website or something.
Yeah, Scott, can you fire off a picture so we could, like John was saying, with the hoodie, just so we can.
Hell yeah, we'll make you famous on our website.
There you
Well,
go.
well, Rich, you want to talk about the elephant in the room, the game today,
Okay.
or are we ready?
Yeah, there's
Or
a
no?
game today.
Well,
Do you want to
as
save
my-
that for last, or you want to hit it?
what
can-
else? What else we got before that?
Couple
We got
NBA
hockey.
games.
I have one more golf thing. Tiger's
what you got?
Tiger's making his return to the tour this next week at Riviera.
Nice.
Super excited for that.
I love Tiger. No matter what,
love
like
Love
I love Tiger. I got to
Also-
watch him growing up, and that was awesome.
Yeah, I watched him on I walked the on a tournament. I walked the whole 18 holes with him that day with the galley, which was huge. And I'll tell you what, John, watching him go from hole to hole, you got to walk through the galley and all
Mhm.
that. You know, people are yelling Tiger. I mean, it's like crazy atmosphere, right? And then he gets up on the tee box, and with all that distraction around him, the dude just, I can't believe how focused he is and how in the moment he is. And he'll put his hand up as he walks from one hole to the other to everybody. But the concentration level, I can't even concentrate at Indian Hills down the street by myself when I'm in the tee box. I
Mhm.
can't imagine what it's like to be a guy like Tiger coming up to a tee box.
All right, question for you guys: do you think he can win again?
Heck yeah, it's Tiger.
Yeah, I would not count him out. No.
I wouldn't count him out. I don't know if he's going to win a major again, but he'll definitely.
I wouldn't bet money on it, but I could see him
Yeah,
any given
exactly.
Sunday.
Yeah, it depends on.
He has a good shot at the Masters. He plays Augusta very well.
I saw him play at Pinehurst for the U.S. Open in 2001, 99. I don't know when that was. It was a long time ago. My dad took me.
Uh-huh.
Same thing. Followed Tiger around. He was like the only golfer I knew, and like sometimes you just get lost in the crowd. It's like, where am I? What hole are we at? Like, I don't even see him. And then sometimes he walks right by you. Like literally, like you're on the rope and he's right there.
Yeah,
So,
it's pretty cool, isn't it,
golf's
John?
cool. Golf's cool. Man.
Yeah, I mean, I think the game of golf owes him. That's why I'm a golf fan.
That's the only reason I would ever probably got into golf is because I watched it growing up.
And how many people share the same story that we do? It's remarkable.
I think I got into golf in the military days, way back when I was on shore base in the Navy.
And you got a chance to go to different golf courses with the traveling you did.
Yeah, so that exactly, John. That's
pretty
good
cool.
insight. Yeah, we so I got to play with the guys, and we were all just young guys, in the service, and but that's how I got involved with it. And I'll tell you what, I played with some really good golfers back in the day that you're just like, wow, the things they could do, and this is just amateur level play. But Eric, you said you brought up hockey. What was there was a winning streak or something that happened?
Yeah, the Oilers had won 16 games in a row, which was one off of the NHL record, and they lost to Vegas a few days ago, so they did not win that record. But they started the year 5-12 and are now back into the playoff race. So that win
What
streak
happens when you win 16 games in a row?
Yep.
Hey, Ken out in the audience says he never got into golf. He likes his what do you say? Putt. Yeah, hey,
Hey, that's golf too.
that's golf too. That's fun. I mean,
That's hard. That's the hardest part of golf.
Yeah. you go out with the family and you go out, it's fun to do that, heck, but
Scott sent the picture to the Facebook page, so we'll definitely be looking for it, everybody.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that was quick.
I saw that. I don't want to jump around, but I think it was the Sacramento Kings. They were trolling the Pistons.
Oh yeah, during the 49ers game.
Yeah, so they were the Sacramento was like playing clips while the Pistons were on the floor. They're obviously playing in Sacramento. They're up on this big screen. They were showing clips of like the ball bouncing off that dude's face mask and like boneheaded plays. But then it turned around that the Pistons ended up rolling them at the end of the day anyway. So
they won like 2 in a row, didn't they? The other 2 days.
I think they did win 2 in a row, but
they did win back-to-back games.
They got about 5 wins now in the year.
Yeah,
we got 8. We got 8.
They beat the Trailblazers too the next game.
We're almost
in overtime. So
we're almost
You guys
passing the
don't get,
Wizards
like,
for the bottom of the East.
If after 2 years in a row, you guys should get a bonus in the lottery to get
Boost it to 20%.
better chance to get the number 1 pick.
Well, the
they should
Wizards
just
keep playing the
automatically
way
get
they
the
do.
number 1 pick.
Well, were the Wizards worse last year, or were they?
No,
no.
no.
They're going to be worse this year.
We're about to. They have 9 wins. And we have 8 now. So
You got it.
Close.
You got it.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get
Have
like
confidence in your team.
We'll get the 7th pick or something stupid.
One last thing on hockey: the Blackhawks are in last place, and
Ouch.
Connor Bedard is still out from that broken jaw. I think.
How's your buddy Ken got a throw in that he beat Paulie's Chicago Blackhawks?
Because okay, Ken, you want to start? You want to
I
start?
told you we're going to get you
Get the
fired up
Paulie's
today.
corner
You know what,
thing
Ken?
You it up.
Yeah. I
There
know.
we go.
I know your stars are in first place and all that.
Alabama, I'm sorry, guys. You know what? I got a rant about Alabama fans. You know what, people? Get rid of your stupid minds on Facebook and have some damn class.
You know what, Ken?
Yeah,
It's
he's right.
Sunday morning. I want to enjoy my darn coffee. And you with that Dallas Stars first place stuff. Where'd that come from? Huh? You're like Darth Vader. You got no mercy. We're in last place. Our 18-year-old all-star got his freaking jaw broken. His jaw was in the back of his head. And then you're going to throw this up in my face. What's that? What's that all about?
The hat went backwards too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I know, he
You
was
wanna
ready,
ruin-
man. He didn't
ruin my damn coffee, huh? You know what,
I
Ken? You're
forgot my
a
popcorn.
medical
I wasn't
person.
ready.
You're a medical person, Ken. And you know what? My blood pressure is freaking probably all out of whack now. And with that, I love you, shipmate. It's always love. But thank you for reminding me. There you go. I'm done. Done.
I knew we'd get a rant out of him.
Okay. All right. Well, what's next,
Count on it.
Fleekster?
Yeah, I guess the Usher concert. Taylor Swift's going to be at an Usher concert tonight.
That's dope. That's dope. I'm excited.
Yeah. So I guess
I heard
it is
Justin
Sunday.
Bieber might be there too.
Love you,
Heard.
Ken. All out of fun, brother, as you know that.
That
All
would
right,
be-
wait a minute. Wait. We got Usher. Now you say Justin Bieber?
That's I heard Usher reached out to Justin Bieber to see if he would join him.
All right. Well, there you go. And who
been
else is
great.
going to? We got another
I wonder
performer.
what the
that-
odds are on if Justin Bieber shows up.
I don't
I
know.
bet on it.
And you know what? I hate to say this, but I have to. I know one person that probably won't be there, guys. And I hate to do this because I love you, boys.
Uh-oh.
Eminem.
Yeah, he won't be there.
Eminem won't be there. Sorry. I mean,
He won't be there.
But anyways, sorry, Eric.
That's okay.
I don't think their feelings were hurt.
Nah, I know. I'm just being silly. Trying to come off of my rant.
Jim Harbaugh will be there next year, though.
Yeah, probably. You're probably right.
Co Chargers.
All right. So,
Imagine if it's the Lions versus Chargers in the Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know what? Now we're talking about that. You know what? I think Coach Campbell should have. He got robbed being
He
Coach of the
did get
Year.
robbed.
For sure.
I thought, I get what Texas did. The coach down there did in Houston, but
He didn't
come
win
on,
either.
Coach
He didn't even
Campbell.
win. Yeah.
He didn't win.
Yeah, Coach Campbell took a team that hadn't been there in 30 years and almost made it to the big show. How could he not be Coach of the Year? Anyways.
The Cleveland coach won.
Yeah, Cleveland. That's
What it was. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, it was
I mean,
the.
he did a great job, but I feel like it was more
Stefanski.
talented team than anything.
I think what D'Amico Ryans did in Houston is more impressive than what Coach Campbell did in Detroit.
That's
agree.
where I was going, Eric. Thank you. You caught me on my trail. I was going off on a tangent. Yeah, I thought he did some impressive stuff down there too. But Coach Campbell should have been Coach of the Year. Anyways, back to the Super Bowl here. Here we go.
Yeah, so I don't know what there is to talk about. The freaking Chiefs against the Niners, man.
What's the spread?
I'm pretty sure it'll be the highest
1.5.
rated Super Bowl in the history of the NFL. But it's not because of these two barn burners. It's because of the T-Swizzle effect.
Do you think by the end of the night, Travis Kelce will be Travis Swift and propose to
Jeez.
Taylor at the end of the night?
I don't know. I bet you. I would.
That is a
bet on
prop
that.
bet.
It
By
is
the
a
way.
prop bet.
Yeah,
I wrote about it
exactly.
yesterday.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, I bet Vegas has lines on everything with this.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a line if Taylor Swift is shown on television with a hot dog.
Jesus.
The over and under is 4.5 of how many times she's shown.
It is?
Yeah,
My goodness.
I guess
4.5.
that depends on how well Travis Kelce plays.
Yeah, I think you got to go
Yeah.
over.
All right, let me give
I
you
think
let me
you go
break
over
it.
too.
Let me give you some analysis real quick for what I see, and I'll be done with my portion of this prediction. A 49ers offense is special. They got 5 all-pros on that team. They average second most points per game, 28.9 points a game. They led the league in yards per play at 6.5. 49ers are a 14-0 record when they're 24 points or more, but they're 0-5 when they score less. The KC is third in pass defense. Chiefs are good at getting pressure at quarterback, but with Purdy with all them weapons, I don't know how much that'll make a difference. KC will load the box on defense, stop the Niners running. Okay, we all know that. I think KC needs to
I don't
stop
think they
the
will.
Niners. Huh?
I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a close game. I predict the score to be 27-24, and I'm going with the Chiefs. I will not bet against Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry. I lived in San Francisco for a while, and I get all that. But you know what? No, the Chiefs and Andy Reid, I'm not going against them. Chiefs 27-24. That's it.
Jason, who you got?
I have a tough time picking this one. I don't know. I think the Chiefs win it. The Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes got something good going.
John?
I think it's going to be a good game, but same reason, can't bet against Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Near. Where's that sound? Wow, 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 wow. I wish I knew about that part.
Eric, who you got?
Fighting Swifties.
Uh,
Swifties.
You guys are all going with Kansas City. Well, I was going to say Kansas City, but since y'all picked Kansas City, I'm going to pick San Francisco, even though I think they don't have a snowball's chance in hell. I don't like going with the grain. I like going against the grain. So I'm going to pick San Francisco. I also used to live out there. In the 80s, it was a great area. I don't know. I haven't been there since. I hear it's going downhill, but I'm sure it's still a beautiful city. Politics aside, it's garbage, but I'm going with the beautiful San Francisco skyline on this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, the 49ers, I heard this morning, they brought 2 more D linemen to their roster because they want to get in the box and rotate their D linemen out, I guess, is what I heard on Sports Center this morning. So they're really trying to gear up, I think, to stop the run. And I think that's a good move by the Niners because the D line, is going to get tired towards the end of the game.
I was just going to say, if they can leave their linebackers home and force Mahomie to beat him with his arm and stop him from running and stop that what's his name, Pacquiao, from running all over him.
Pacheco.
Pacquiao. I think if you hold him back from rushing yards, I think San Francisco. That's the.
I don't know if you want to
San
make
Francisco.
Mahomes beat you with your arm, with his arm though.
Yeah.
It's special
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
It is like I don't know. I'm just so. This is where I'm at right now. Same reason I used to love Tom Brady when he started racking up all the trophies, and I was like, hell with this guy. I'm in the same boat now with Mahomes. I'm tired of seeing him here at the dance. It's time for somebody new. And what a story it would be if Brock Purdy won a Super Bowl ring, man. That would be.
How did it
awesome.
work out for you betting against Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Not very well.
Yeah. No,
Tom
I mean,
Brady-
that is a hell of a story.
Yeah, it would be a great story. But, I'm just tired of seeing the same people in the.
Yeah, I
same
know, but
game
they're
every
usually
year.
there for a reason.
I understand that, but that's why I turn against them.
I agree with you. It sucks to see it, especially when they beat your team. But
Yeah.
like, no matter, I feel like the harder you cheer against them, the more dramatically they make it hurt.
Yeah,
I don't really care. I just want my squares to hit. I don't really
Yeah.
I want my
need to
squares
check
too.
those.
But also, if San Francisco wins, then I can be it. Like, hey, my team got bounced by the Super Bowl champs. And but then again, if the Chiefs win, we could say, well, we beat the freaking Super Bowl champs this year.
The reigning and the current.
Yeah,
I just think with Andy Reid and Mahomes,
it's gonna be a tough. Yeah, it's a tall order. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got something. Them two are just like I guess I compared to Belichick and Brady. The connection there, and I don't know. I already said my piece on it, but
There's just some sort of different aspect to it when it comes down to those, plays that the whole game depends on, and they've got it. They've got it figured out between Travis Kelce and Mahomes, and then Mahomes and Andy Reid. They just,
as a ex running back, way back when I was a little kiddo.
Here we go again.
I know. Give me some music. Give me some music. Give me some El Bundy music. Give me some music.
I need to get some El Bundy music.
Get some music in there. Come on. Let me hear it. Anyways, when you watch number 10 on the Kansas City Chiefs run the ball today, he runs, and I'm sure all of us played the game or whatever. You get sometimes when you play, you're mad. You're just mad because you're going to get hit, but you want to get that. You want to give that tackler. You want to hit him as hard as he's going to hit you. But when you watch Pacheco run the ball, that dude looks like he is just mad at everybody on the earth. And watch how tough he runs during the game. If you want a little side story, and pay attention to number 10 on the Chiefs when he runs the ball, it's kind of fun to watch. He's got a lot of energy.
The San Francisco 49ers, I don't know if you know this or not, they have a pretty good running back also.
Hey, and I love Christian McCaffrey, guys, for you 49er nation. I love Christian McCaffrey. He is one of the most unique athletes I've seen in a long time in football. Punt, kick, run, block. The guy is phenomenal. And I am so glad that he won MVP for Offensive Player of the Year.
Yes.
Dave Burns is watching from Cedar Hills, Texas. All right. Oh, my Texas, our old, my wife and I's old stomping grounds there for a long time.
Welcome, Mr. Burns.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with the Niners, just go against the grain.
All right.
And, not that it's nostalgic or anything, but I used to live out there.
What's everybody eating for the big game tonight?
I have a flap steak that's marinating right now. I'm going to make carne asada bowls.
No, there you go.
With fresh guacamole,
Nice.
fresh corn salsa, fresh tomato salsa. I'm
Nice.
pretty excited about it. It's been marinating since yesterday afternoon.
Well, first of all, we got some homemade guacamole I got to go pick up at noon today from Ray Espinoza out in our audience. Some homemade guac. It's going to be really good. But then we got chicken, tenders. We got jalapeno poppers. We're probably going to get the little pigs in the blanket today, maybe some meatballs. And I'm sure my wife will drum up some good chip dip and all that. And that's about it for us. Jason?
No, I'll be at work. Yeah.
That sucks.
I don't. Yeah, sorry, I didn't have nothing to say
Yeah.
after that.
What do you got going on, John? What kind of food you
We'll probably just be chilling. Probably have some good chips and dip, and maybe whip up some wings or something.
Hell yeah. Wings are
Nice.
always a staple. You got anything
Eric.
special planned, Eric?
Yeah, we're doing Hawaiian barbecue chicken. So it's like a barbecue chicken with a Hawaiian barbecue sauce and then grilled pineapple on top.
Hell yeah. I love
Nice.
grilled pineapple.
Nice. Sounds good. Hey, Scott Birmingham out in the audience says, I'm wearing my Nosebleed Report t-shirt Sunday, February 25th, when I do the climb at the Hancock. Wow. Okay. And Ray Espinoza said, don't forget the fresh pico and avocado. Yes, thank you, Ray.
Nice.
See you at noon today. And then the wifey says, that's awesome, Scott. I'll be cheering you on. Yeah, Scott, we have to follow you on that climb to the Hancock. That's ambitious.
Hey, wings and the red apple ale sounds all right to me.
Yeah, Dave, that sounds good too. Yeah, sounds like everybody's going to
Yeah.
eat good today.
Yep. That's half the fun.
Yeah, it is. That and the commercials.
If you need any ideas for Super Bowl food, you can always pick up a copy of this bad boy.
Oh yeah.
It's a good cookbook.
Yes. So I'm on a quest to make the perfect lemon pepper chicken wing.
Nice.
Today I'm gonna go buy a big sack of lemons at the Costco, and I'm gonna dehydrate the skins, and I'm gonna make my own lemon pepper seasoning. I'm pretty stoked
Nice.
about it.
Well, please do share.
Yeah, I'll be a tester if you need one.
Yeah.
Usually send some my way.
Hey, speaking of that, like now that football's over, I sometimes I have random Sunday parties. Like John was at the last one. We had a brisket. That was for a big Lions game. But now that football season's over with, look for some baseball parties over
Baseball.
at Homestead now.
Nothing like
Yeah.
having a party on a Wednesday afternoon.
Exactly.
When you should be at work.
Yes.
Gotta love baseball season.
That's coming up, right? I mean, when does spring training start? Like February 22nd or
A
something?
couple of
It's
days.
maybe
Yeah,
like a week to 10 days out, right?
Yeah.
It's getting close, man.
Hey, Fleekster, do I get the ball games, the Major League ball games on YouTube that we got?
No, it's only the NFL, but
Oh, all right.
I do.
I got to
pay
watch
for
my
it.
Cubbies.
Yeah, I do pay for that.
Yeah, I get the Yankees
MLB
games.
package, so we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, sounds good. Talk.
Yeah.
I got to watch the Cubbies. I mean, yeah, baseball. One of my buddies told me, it's like baseball. He goes, I get excited for it at the beginning. He goes, I kind of drop off a little bit for a while in the summer, but then
It's a
I
long
pick it back
season.
up. Yeah, because it's what,
It's a
160?
180 some games or 160 games.
162.
It's like an injury. Every team, it's like a bye week in baseball, has like an injury stint where like 4 or 5 main guys go down and they tear down and then they get healthy again. But it's always at a different time for every team. So
Yeah.
just depends on when you get the injury bug.
I definitely, John, pick up after the All-Star break. I start really kind of homing in on
That's a big after the All-Star break is usually when your contenders and pretenders
Yeah.
show their face.
Yep.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Like Tampa.
Tampa. Mhm. A lot of
They came out
wins.
strong out of the gate last year, man. We're smashing records.
I
and
told you they were
freaking
doing
petered off.
something down there. There's something wasn't
Yeah,
right.
they're
It just
about
didn't
14-year-olds.
They were borrowing those fans.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
see, I told you they were cheating. They were cheating the law.
Well, you know, Nosebleed, we took Eric and his brother to the home opener game last year at Wrigley.
That's cool.
That
Yeah.
seems like a whole year's gone by already, Eric, you know, but
It
such a great
almost
time.
has been. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, it's time to go back. Where are you guys going this year? Cincinnati?
We're doing Minnesota, Aaron and I.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
you'll
in
be
April
warm
it's
by
going to
then.
be terrible.
Are you
Really?
driving?
Yeah, we're driving.
How long
I
is the
heard
drive
it's a
that
pretty
for you?
nice new field.
It's like 10 hours.
Well, just so you know, Eric, Aaron told me on the phone a couple days ago, maybe or so. I don't know when I last talked to him. Wrigley was his favorite place.
Yeah, I said that multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to Eric before the show started, and he already got his Tiger home opener game ticket.
Nice. Very
Yep.
nice.
Awesome.
Oh,
Jealous.
yeah. I think this year we're planning on doing Cincinnati when Detroit is in town. So if anybody wants to meet up for a Detroit Cincinnati game, let's get the band together.
Yeah, I'm down for sure.
Yeah, anybody
That'd be
that's
dope.
listening, man, if y'all want to meet up in Cincinnati, let's do it.
That'd be dope. It's a fun team to watch.
Yeah, and it looks like I've drove through Cincinnati a zillion times, obviously, because every time I go home to Detroit, I have to drive right through it. I've never actually stopped in Cincinnati, so
It's fun. It's fun.
yeah, it looks like a cool city.
Well, you talk about the Reds. If I remember right, last year the Reds, a young team, but man, they got some talent on that team.
Yeah, they'll be better next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a run
This
at the
year.
Central there.
I'm not sure about the Tigers. I'm not sure what their stats.
They're
are.
winning the Central.
I don't think anybody's sure about the Tigers. The Tigers. aren't
It
sure.
depends. It depends what the starting pitching's doing. Is Flaherty going to return to the ace stature that he was in the Cardinals, or is that injury going to pop back
Even if
up?
he is an ace. What is that? 15 wins? 16?
Yeah, and then Skubal is, you pencil him
He's
in
could be
for-
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My Ada, I don't know, 10 wins, I'd say, right?
10-10 maybe.
What's Riley Green gonna look like this year?
He had Tommy John's on his non-throwing elbow, so I'm not too worried about it.
We'll see what our Cubbies
I'd
do.
like 2020 from him would be optimistic for me.
That's right, Paul. They're garbage.
High
Is
200s.
that what you're trying to say?
Oh, that's a bad prop. I should have picked something else.
Yeah,
I should have
especially in
picked
the
something
baseball
else.
world.
You
I
walked
should've-
right into that one.
I saw they're going to put up a statue of Jose Altuve outside of the Astro Stadium with him
Yeah.
in a trash can.
Oh, did
The
they?
trash can.
Yeah, I probably should have picked another prop. Oh well.
Did you guys see Trevor Bauer's trying to come back to the major
Yeah,
league?
I want the Yankees to sign him.
He said league minimum, and if you don't, and if the
Incentive.
PR doesn't work, or if you don't like how I'm acting, you can cut me.
He said just do incentives. Give me incentives.
Mhm.
He'll
I mean,
hit
that's
him.
a
He's been
no-brainer.
playing in a competitive league, and he was 100% innocent. So, I don't know why it's taking this long.
Hey,
Yeah, so-
Ray Espinoza, I was just curious. Baseball, who's your team? I know the Niners is your football team, even though you're from Texas. Probably a bandwagon fan. You know how those
Well-
Marines are.
Well, I like the Texas Rangers myself. Besides the Cubs, I like the Rangers.
Is that who our defending champ is? The Texas
Yes.
Rangers? Wow.
And Adrian, and I also like
Weird to
Adrian
say.
Beltre. I used to love watching him.
I'm not scared of that. You know what I mean? It's not like when the Astros win. It's like, all right, they're going to make another
Where the
run at it.
Rangers, where'd they build their new stadium at? Is it on the same property or did they
Right
move
next,
it?
yeah, it's
Yeah, I think it's but
yeah, it's right next to. So the Cowboys built their new stadium,
Yeah.
and then the Rangers kept their old stadium, but then they built a new one right next to it. So yeah, it's when you get that Cowboy preseason and baseball going at the same time, they got to stagger the games because of the parking lot. They can't have I think they typically try not to have a Rangers game during, obviously, when a Cowboys game is playing because
Yeah.
it's just log jam in that parking lot.
Yeah. Jerry Jones would not have that.
No.
He owns that town, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy that shit happens when there's a football game.
Well, and the Bears, they're still trying to figure out. They're still trying to figure out where they're building their stadium. Is it the south side, south of Soldiers Field, or are they going to build it in Arlington? Sounds like they're going to go the South Loop and build the stadium there. And knowing them, they'll probably forget to put a dome on it.
Yeah.
How stupid. We'll see.
yeah, I saw the White Sox are trying to build right by New Soldier Field too.
Yep, they are. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes, right? I mean, the Bears got to figure out how to capitalize on 3rd and 1 first before they start building new
Man, there's a lot
stadiums.
of talk about that Williams dude going to Chicago, even though he's saying he doesn't want to play in Chicago.
I
Well, let's
wouldn't
put
want
it
him.
let's put
I
it like
wouldn't want
this.
him either.
So there's different opinions, right? Like Brian Urlacher says, well, if the guy's been there for 3 years and he's talking about Justin Fields, and you still have doubts whether he's the one, he's probably not the guy. So he's
Right.
more advocating draft Caleb Williams. The Bears, Poles has a huge decision to make here because we flopped on picking Trubisky number 1, and then Justin Fields has some promise. So I don't know if they want to do that, but to trade away that number 1 pick that the Bears have upcoming in April, I cannot. They would have to ask for so much from somebody to give up that first round. I think they're going to pick Caleb. I mean, I think you should build around Justin Fields. And
How do you pick a guy that is like publicly saying, Chicago, I will not play for you, so just pass on me?
Well, I think it's going to be an eye test between Poles and Caleb and behind the doors. And, Caleb really has no choice if the Bears pick him. I mean, so I want to see, that conversations with Poles and Caleb behind the doors and the eye test, looking at them and going, see what them conversations are like. But I think I really don't know what the Bears are going to do. I would advocate more keeping Justin Fields and picking up another O-lineman and another receiver, dropping down, pick up Harrison Jr. or something like that. But, Caleb is, okay, he's generational, they say. Well, I don't know. At least you got film on Justin Fields. You know what you got with him already.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
I think Caleb Williams is generationally a bad teammate.
I think so too.
I think he's kind of a head case from what I'm hearing, Eric. So I don't know.
It worked out for Eli.
It did.
Yeah,
It did
yeah.
because he didn't want to go to San Diego and he went to the
It was the
Giants.
same exact thing, and it worked out
Yeah.
great for him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
was Eli a bad teammate at Ole Miss? I don't know.
He was never a bad teammate.
Right.
I don't feel like
Caleb Williams was
Eli
a
was
terrible
good.
teammate. Absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
Well,
I
like
guess
you said-
personality makes a big difference. So.
It's going to be an interesting couple. For us Chicago fans, we're kind of, just we don't know what's going to happen. I don't. I mean, but there's a lot of support for. I think Jay Cutler supports keeping Justin Fields. Guys that have played the game, they're starting to voice their opinions, and I don't know.
Who's Caleb Williams' dad, though? Certainly not Archie Manning.
Facts.
Right.
So older brother, he doesn't have anybody to set an example.
Yeah.
And I mean, he wasn't wrong. I mean, San Diego, even with we got Phillip Rivers, and he still didn't get us a Super Bowl. He was a great quarterback, but we were just organizationally not sound.
Yeah, my son says draft Caleb. You know what, Joseph? You may be right.
You can draft him and trade him.
You could, yeah. I mean, we got too many questions. Justin Fields' problem is from when he's in the pocket, from a football perspective, when he's in the pocket, he seems to get lost in his progressions, reading his progressions on a play in the pocket. And that's not improved over the 3 years he's been there. I mean, if his first progression, his first target's not there, he gets kind of lost. So, yeah, Joseph, more discussion to have on that, right? I don't know. We'll see, guys.
So the draft is the end of April.
In Detroit.
Yeah, in Detroit. That's why I'm just curious if if the Tigers play that weekend too, because I would love to come down for the draft and catch a Tigers game.
Do you know when it is?
It's the 25th, 26th, and 27th because it's
Yeah.
over my birthday.
And Joseph out there, he said Justin Fields already had the chance and showed that he isn't it. It's true. We've got 3 years of tape on Justin Fields, and we still got questions. So I can
They
lean.
are in town, Fleek. They are.
They are.
They play the Royals, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! How cool would that be?
What
You
for the
still at
draft?
school at that time, Jason?
That's literally finals. So
Oh, damn
I'm
it!
gonna have to see how that shakes out.
Hey,
Skip 'em.
I think you can
Jason.
miss that.
Yeah, skip the finals.
Hey, Jason. Can
Still
I
your
ask
teacher.
you? I need to ask Jason this from an
Yeah.
educational standpoint. What's your major?
Physics.
All right, you lost me at the P on that word. Good for you, though. Yeah, good for you. That's an advanced program, obviously, and good for you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Are you still leaning towards astrology or whatever?
Not astrology. That's not.
Oh wait, what was
That's like pseudoscience.
Oh,
Astrophysics.
that's what I meant. Astrophysics, yes.
So, Jason,
I don't know. I'm going back and forth.
what is astrophysics in like a layman terms for like a 1-sentence description?
It's kind of like astronomy, but astronomy is more so like kind of closer inner solar system stuff, and astrophysics is like kind of like black holes and galaxy formation and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's awesome.
For the most part.
Wow. All right.
So there's stuff like that.
Well, there you go, guys. There's Jason, one of our future leaders in this country, knocking it out. So,
Don't put that much pressure on my shoulders.
no, I won't. Just get through your exams. I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Just go to your exams.
Let me take care of the finals that you guys are telling me to skip.
Yeah.
No, we don't want you to skip your finals.
Hey, that'd be a good weekend though, man. Maybe we'll meet up
Yeah.
that weekend, Eric.
Yeah. Let me know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 26th is a Friday, and I know for a fact I have one final on that day, so we'll see how that goes.
Are you
So-
guys talking about the draft fleet going there?
Yeah, for the going to the draft and catching a baseball game at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Do
Okay.
a double dip it. Is
Right.
the draft going to actually be at Ford Field?
No, it's a
Yes.
campus marches.
Never mind.
The campus march.
So yeah, that's my only fear is going there and just standing for 20 hours.
That's what I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be an absolute disaster down there because the draft is free.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. And the Lions have what, like the 28th pick?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a long ass day.
I was going to ask you guys, what was the Lions pick, the first pick they have? 28th, you said?
Either
I think
28th or 29th.
I think the day to go would be Saturday or Sunday.
Well, what are the Lions looking at drafting? What position, Jason? Do you know?
No.
They got the
no.
29th pick. Their biggest needs are cornerback, OG, edge, wide receiver, and DT defensive tackle.
I mean, it's always hard to tell because we needed DBs and Brad Holmes didn't draft any of those, so you
Right.
can't really.
Right,
Well, in
gotcha.
29, who knows who's going to be there at 28? 29?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
mocks that I've seen that and what they're talking about on Detroit Sports Radio is Kool-Aid McHistory from Alabama.
I would love to grab him.
Is who the dudes in Detroit are talking about right now.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a DB out of Toledo too.
Oh yeah, Henderson.
Kenyon Mitchell,
Mitchell.
Mitchell, or something like that. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Well, Henderson might be the kid out of Illinois. They're talking about that kid too, out of Illinois.
Illinois has been producing a lot of good DBs recently.
I just want to
Kirby's from.
I just want to remind everybody that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes got roasted last year after the draft, and now look at their draft class is probably the best in the league.
Yeah, I was one of the main
up
ones
there.
to roast him too, so I gotta apologize.
You just got to let that man cook.
Yeah, that man.
I was so mad at that Gibbs pick. I was pissed.
I got to give a shout out to the San Francisco 49ers. I saw, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but they flew 800 employees to the Super Bowl. So my point bringing this up is in NFL, the organizations that are successful are the good organizations are like the 49ers, the Chiefs, and those are the ones, like the Bears ought to take a lesson from the Chiefs and the 49ers on how to be an organization. If the 49ers really did do that, that's a classy move on their part.
Yeah.
Got to make it to the Super Bowl first before you can take 800 employees.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Oof.
for
Ouch.
about 30 minutes 2 weeks
Very
ago, I
deep.
thought we were going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
still
bring it
not,
up.
I'm still not ready to
Just-
talk about
Just
it.
short.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've had to hear that at work.
Like I don't even know if I'm going to
Man.
watch the game today. To be honest with you, I have a big podcast at 7 p.m. So
If it wasn't going to be on literally every TV at work, I wouldn't watch it. But
Yeah.
I'm
don't think I
not
could
going to have a
stomach
We
choice.
should request that you guys don't play it today.
Yeah, right. That place
Well,
would
you
burn
know-
Turn it
down if
off,
we didn't turn
Jason.
it on.
Just turn it off.
We
Well, you
literally
know-
have 50 TVs in there.
Just put like a cricket game on or something and see if anybody says anything.
Cut the cord.
I'll
I
put
look
the
at
Heat
it like
game on
this.
tonight.
It's a day of sadness because this is the last game of the
Yeah.
season. Yeah, you know, so I kind of go, okay, now I got to make the transition over to baseball and you know, so you know, for me, you know, NFL season was great to watch your Detroit Lions do what they did. Watch this kid CJ Stroud pop out like a Superman. There was a
Yeah.
lot of fun things in the season. You know, not so much for me, but you know, yeah,
Next
my
year, buddy.
Bears-
Next year.
yeah,
Next
I
year.
know. And next year, the
Caleb
Bears
Williams,
were the Bears,
Rookie of the year.
and the Steelers were, you know, the Steelers did what they did. They made 500.
And baseball
Big deal.
season's going to be awesome this year.
Yeah, let's look for baseball. Good game today.
Your buddy Ken wants you to transition into NASCAR, by the way.
Well, Ken, we're going to have you on to update
is
us
the
on
Daytona?
what's going on. You know, right?
Yeah.
Fleet?
He said next weekend.
Yes. I think it's next weekend. It's
Yeah.
Daytona.
He
Yeah,
said
let's
it.
have Ken on.
It's a good weekend.
So-
No
He
baseball.
said something. earlier.
Football.
Hey, Ken, I have a question. If next weekend is Daytona, does that mean today is the 24 hours of Daytona, or is that next weekend? So I know the NASCAR race is, I don't know exactly where it starts. Is it the 24 hours of Daytona start NASCAR, or is it actually the NASCAR Daytona race?
And Ken, if you're available, maybe we
24 hours
20
a couple weeks ago.
maybe Ken can
They already
come
did
out
it a
on the
couple
show.
weeks ago? Oh,
20
24 hours. Oh, okay. So, yeah,
All
that's
right.
how much I know about NASCAR. I
Yeah,
thought it was
Ken.
always the Sunday before NASCAR.
Ken's our local
Resident.
subject matter expert on NASCAR, so we'll probably have to have you on, Ken,
Yeah,
to
we'll
break it
definitely
down.
lean on him to get us through. But hey, Speed Weeks begins today, so that's what 19 races until the 500. Okay,
Damn.
Oh, that's a lot of races.
I know they jam
in
it
a
in.
week?
Yeah, they jam a lot of shit in.
That's
Speed
that's
Week.
crazy.
Don't even get out of the car. Just
I hear
do the next
Daytona
race.
is nutso this time of year, man.
Just drive the car to the next race. Just stay in and just drive there.
Before we
relay race.
Before we drop off, I just want to bring up that looks like Tom Izzo has finally got his team starting to play. It was looking pretty rough in the beginning of the year because they said it was the Spartans' best team, you know, on paper, and then they just came out and laid an egg. But they just beat a ranked team.
Illinois.
Yeah,
The-
so
That
hopefully
guy's
they
a
can.
genius in March, so
Mhm.
Yeah, but the problem is you have to make it to March.
True. very true.
And for a minute there, it looked like Spartans were not going to make it to March.
Unless they're
but,
playing MTSU.
We're in
Oh,
North
yeah, that was
Carolina.
15-2, wasn't it? That was 15-2.
It was. They have like a giant mural in the basketball stadium through the tunnels on the wall that shows the final score and like the team on the wall.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, honestly, you could argue that's the downfall of Michigan State basketball. After that, they haven't really been the same.
right,
yeah.
yeah. So-
Ken out there says he's been to Daytona 5 times. What goes on in the parking lot stays in the parking lot. Yeah, I can only imagine what that's like because I used to work at Texas Motor Speedway, and there's a lot of stories during race week what goes on down in that parking lot. And then Ray Espinoza said, "Rich, you got to watch the NASCAR here in race in Nashville."
Yeah, so I think the course is actually technically in Murfreesboro, so it's just right down the road.
Not far.
Yeah, it's not
Just
far at
20
all.
minutes.
And they just revived that course. It
Mhm.
was dormant there for the longest time, so they just revived it again. Now they're racing back here. So I think I'd probably enjoy it, but like I would have to show up like halfway through because there's no way in hell I'm going to sit in the sun all freaking
Yeah.
day with no
Well,
shade.
Bring some
Especially
air
that time of
plugs.
year.
Bring some air plugs and get used to smelling rubber.
Yeah.
Because that's
I
what
just
you're
show
gonna
up at the end. Show up for the
Yeah.
last 10 minutes of the race. I don't think I
usually-
could handle the heat, man.
I've been down in the infield at TMS, Texas Motor Speedway, during time trials in the open cart when they had those going. And I'm going to tell you what, when there's one car on the track and he's trying to qualify and he's going 210, 15 miles an hour, and that car goes by you when you're inside the track, I don't understand, honestly. I don't get how when the race is going on and there's 2 to 3 cars high going into a turn, I don't know how these guys control the cars because
Yeah, it's
just one
crazy.
car on the track, 200 plus miles an hour. When it goes by you, it's intimidating. And that's just one race, one car on the track at a time. I couldn't imagine what it's like with all these cars at the same time. So
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
I think you have to be an athlete to drive Daytona or NASCAR because it's hot in them things, and you got to be you got to be fit. I'm thinking to do
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah, you have to be mentally stable too, man. Could you imagine the what's going on in your head for
Yeah.
4 hours while you're stuck
Yeah.
in that car,
Yeah,
going 200 miles an hour, rubbing?
yeah, you definitely
Rubbing the
have
next
to.
guy going
Yeah.
equally as fast.
Yeah,
No, thank you, man.
yeah, no, thank you.
I think the truck race would be kind of fun on Friday. Might have to do that. That would be less crowded too.
Yeah, probably the truck race. Yeah,
Yeah. So March Madness is right around the corner. So obviously football, this is our last day talking football. I'm sure we'll talk about the Super Bowl next weekend, but this is pretty much it. So we go into this lull unless you're a basketball fan, hockey fan.
Yeah, playoffs are coming around the corner too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So baseball. I'm seriously trying to go to Lakeland this year. We'll see what happens, but I love spring ball.
so here's Ray Espinoza just sent a picture of his flag to me that he's got outside his house. He's a 49ers fan, if you could see it.
Not at
Yeah,
all.
you can't, it's all white. You can't see
Yeah,
nothing.
we can't
It's
see it,
washed
Ray.
out.
We can't see it, but it shows the 49ers flag hanging up at his house. So good luck to you, Ray, today. I got no dog in this fight with this game. So
Hey Ray, charge him extra for that guacamole because he's pulling for Kansas City today.
what the heck, man? Yeah.
Hey,
there
by
you
the
go.
way, if you're in Middle Tennessee, man, I think you should definitely look up Ray Espinoza because he makes the most phenomenal Mexican food and he sells it. He does
Yes.
tamale weekends, he does salsa, he does guacamole. I've had everything he offers and it's pretty delicious. He's got some good stuff going on over there.
I concur with that. This food is great.
And during Halloween time, you got to drive by his house because he goes all out for the holidays.
And my wifey's pulling for the Niners, so we got a divided line in the house today for the
There
game.
you go, Paul. There you go, Paulie.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. Oh no, actually, thanks, Fleek. Thank you, Fleek. Now I got to pay extra for
My
this.
pleasure.
I'm not sharing with you, Fleek.
Well, there you go. Your wife just canceled it out, so I think you're good to go again.
Yeah, hey Ray, Francine's going for the Niners. So do I get half off today when I go pick up the food? I doubt it, right? Yeah.
All right. So I guess we'll see you guys next Sunday in the Super Bowl. Go Taylor Swift.
Fun for the squares too, for purchasing squares.
Oh shit!
Good luck.
Yes, I was gonna resend the email out. I'm gonna resend. I've been traveling the last 2 weeks, man. It's been a nightmare. But I was asked to resend the username and password out. I'll do that here right after this. So if you bought squares, look for an email. And hey, Paulie, your guacamole's I guess is $30 now.
It just went up $5. Hey, all right, we gotta end this show. By the time the show ends, it's gonna be $50. Thanks, Fleek.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Francine, for logging on and watching, and your children out there watching. Everybody's watching. We appreciate y'all. Anybody else got anything before we shut her down? Damn, Link.
I think
Yapping
it just
for an hour.
Yeah.
I think it just went up $5 more. Let's get this show over with.
All right, guys. We'll see you next Sunday. I don't know what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how sad we are and how good our food was.
Pretty much.
All right.
Have a good week, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. See you guys.